Ho ho, me hearties! A very good evening to you, Dinky-Doo. It's just me, Scottie McClue. And I thought I'd pop up and say hi to you Saturday night. Nothing gets past me. 9 o'clock sharp, of course. And so much to talk about and so little time to do it in. So I thought I'll pop up and just say hi. If you're coming on, let us know where you're watching from. Very, very important. Très important, I say. And Dinky-Doo to all our beautiful, beautiful TikTokers. Welcome, 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 I say. Say hi to Haggis Hunter. Hi. Hi, everybody. How amazing is this? Just fantastic. Hello from Saltcoats. Dinky-Doo from Dunfermline, says the Haggis Hunter. Dinky-Doo to you, Haggis Hunter. How marvellous to have you with us. Good evening, Scottie, says the wonderful Gordon Roddick. Gordon, how lovely to hear from you. And a big Dinky-Doo to you, I say, sir. Good evening, Scottie, says Tups Wahay. Watching from my office, as usual. Oh, the office, yes, absolutely. I remember a friend of mine, he was very, very polite. And when he was going to the lavatory, he would say, "You must excuse me, I'm just popping into the office. Perhaps to do a little bit of paperwork." Stranraer says, "Hello, Dinky-Doo, after beating Queens." I tell you, Stranraer, I saw a lovely video of Stranraer today and some guy saying it was such a terrible place and all that. Brilliant place. Love to Stranraer, I say. I'll come and do a live show and then you'll see a difference. Stranraer will just hit the heights again, back to where it should be. And of course, very close to Turnberry. Scottie, how do you feel about Trump being here? I'm very, very, very excited, like all of Scotland. Don't listen to any half-wits telling you that they're not happy with the President of the United States. POTUS, P-O-T-U-S, President of the United States. I get people going, "Oh, I didn't know that." And we're delighted he's come to Scotland. We're delighted he's here. And he's very, very popular. Here is Professor Numpty Heed. Have ye sorted out the phones yet, Scottie? Well, Professor Numpty Heed, the best plan to find that out is for you to ring the number 0141, if you're all right ringing a Glasgow number, 6289795, Numpty Heed. Why don't you try it and we'll see if we can talk to you. Hello, Gordon, you're a bit of a broadcasting legend. Oh, he certainly is, I tell you, Tups Wahay. That man, he was the man. He is the man. Hi, Susan, and Numpty Heed says, "Tups, Dinky-Doo, Tups Wahay. You're the best think on TikTok, Derry City. What a lovely thing to say. Trump is a Scottish mum, I think." No, he does. Is it Mary McLeod, was it, his mum? From where? From Lewis? Have I got that? Marvellous man. And Trump, to this day, I believe, has her Bible. Yes, indeed. I think Mary was around at the time of the revivalists in the Scottish Highlands and Islands. Guys, I'm so glad that you've managed to make it here tonight. That's fantastic. We're only broadcasting on the New Talk channel on YouTube. TikTokers, get yourselves up to my bio and click the YouTube links and see if you can see the talk show and see me live. And please do subscribe. Evening, Governor, says the wonderful Frank McElroy. Good evening, Frank. Frank's been with me for, 30 years. 30 years, I say. Good evening, Scottie. I hope you're well. 33 years. Hi, Susan. Dinky-Doo. Come on, Numpty Heed. I thought you were going to telephone us and check the phones. Have you an audience with Donald? I haven't been invited. So there we are. I think because I'm not political, they thought we could maybe do without McClue this time. But I've certainly made sure that Donald is well supported in Scotland. Awesome. Thank you very, very much. Go on, Scottie boy. Good evening, sir. Tell us where you're watching from, guys. Very important. Get following, get sharing, get telling 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Scottie McClue live just for you. Would it but now be 33 years? I think so, Frank. Well, no, 33 years since I started on Red Rose Radio in Lancashire. So I think if we said 30 years. Here's a fan of Fred Elliott. Andrew, do you sound like Fred Elliott? Now say aye. I'm sure it's in the post, Scottie. What's in the post? Oh, yes, the invitation. Oh, yes, I'm sure. Oh, I'm quite confident that at some point in my life I may get to meet President Trump. But who knows? I thought you'd get an invite to Turnberry. Well, Mr. Mann, yes, I know Turnberry very well. Are you having a round with Donald? Well, he doesn't drink and I don't drink, so I don't think we would be doing that. There we are. Watching from Edinburgh on the night shift with the ambulance service, Lord Will I Am. How lovely to have you with us. I love your work, sir, says Hido. There we are, Dinky-Doo. Patrick, we can't shout these things out because we're not a political show. So there you have it. You know where I am, Scottie? Oh, Neil, you're in Bournemouth. Or have I got it wrong? I tell you. I think you should get out there and do an interview with Trump. Oh, fantastic. Maybe he'll come on tonight. He might be relaxing after a busy day and he might think, I'll give Scottie a ring. Dinky-Doo, good Scottie. Can you do the YMCA dance, Scottie? Na, 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 na. Of course I can. There we are, and all the... Yeah, you see, I tell you. Dinky-Doo. Hello, Scottie. Please, can you give Julia, Caitlin, and Andy a big hello in Cumbria? Andrew, of course I can. Andrew there in Cumbria. And he wants a shout out to Julia, to Caitlin, and Andy. So there we are, a big hello from Cumbria. We love Cumbria. I used to work for Border Television, so I know Cumbria very well. In my day, it was Cumberland. Scottie, can you blow your own trumpet? I don't play the trumpet, but I'm pretty good on the mouthie. I tell you, you should write a biography and do an audio recording of it. It would be great. Marty, you're very kind. You know I'm going back on the radio, folks, so get yourself sorted. I will give someone else a chance to call in. No, numpty head. That sounds to me like a wee backslide. I think you should call out. Guys, or you should call in as well as call out. Guys, do you think Numpty Head should be the first caller tonight? Man, I didn't know you were on TikTok. Hello, Scottie. Hello, Smoffit. Lovely to have you with us. Remember listening to your radio show in Sheffield Hallam FM around 2000. Well, Catherine, we're coming back to Yorkshire, to South Yorkshire to sort you all out. Long time no see, Scottie. Dinky-Doo from the lovely Ryan Dunbar. You're incredible, Scottie. Love watching you, Mr. Man. Don't give up your day job, chappie. Well, my day job has always been broadcasting. So why would I give up my broadcasting job? To do what? You know? There you are. At least we're speaking to you and you're getting some education. I'm in New Zealand. I love watching. We love you in NZ, North or South Island. Really hope the Trump visit does Scotland proud. It's done it already, Frank. It's done it already. That visit to Scotland will have more than paid itself. There's hello saying, I remember you were my teacher. Oh, hello. That's some time ago, I tell you. We definitely need a bit of the heed. Yes, definitely. Tops don't ring right now, but we will test the phones. We want Numpty Head. We want Numpty Head. We want Numpty Head. And maybe he'll phone you, say. Now, there you are. He's doing the manners thing. I'll give somebody a chance to call in, Scottie. Now, what have we got here? There's the wonderful Richard Tanner, one of the finest DJs ever. Good evening, Scottie, from Maidstone in Kent. And Richard, I've told you a million times, I went down to audition for the old Southern Television. It was by that time. What was it by that time? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It had become, yes, one or two guises. And I went and auditioned for them. It was fantastic. Scotland should embrace Trump. He's one of us. Yes, he's a Scot. He's our boy. He's our laddie. So there you go. I tell you. Who is Numpty Heed, Scottie? Numpty Heed is a professor who resides in Edinburgh, and he's highly, highly, highly intelligent, and he sometimes deems to call, if it suits him, on the phone-in. We're about to open the lines. TVS, yes, TVS, that was it. Absolutely, Richard, you're spot on. Yes, Meridian was after TVS, was that right? I tell you. And it was wonderful. I went down to Maidstone. I got the train from London, Victoria. Scottie, you're not going to believe it. I got a job. I would believe it, because you're a very able person. Scottie, what radio station are you on now? I'm hopefully joining the big radio station in Sheffield and South Yorkshire. It's called Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials. So there we are. So we're hoping to join that. What happened is some of the big players in radio decided they didn't want to be local anymore. So they became a national brand, and that's great for them. But it means that you're needing to get your local radio sorted out. And Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials has done that. What's the phone number for your phone in right now? 0141 628 9795. There we are, I tell you. Nationalism of radio is a shame. Well, nationalism of local radio is a bit of a shame, I say, because started off as local radio, but they've been very cute, and they've bought up all the local stations and then made them national brands. So you can't blame them for wanting to make money. It is called commercial radio after all. And I've been on all the major markets, on all the main radio stations in the UK, and now we're starting again on a biggie. There we are, Dinky-Doo. I tell you, yes, that was it, Richard. Phone broken again, Scottie. Don't believe you, Numpty Heed. I could ring it myself and test it for you. So I can't get through. Come on, Numpty Heed, ring that number and let's hear from you. The lines are open. There should not be a problem. 0141 628 9795. I don't think we've got a test tone on the new system, but we will see how it goes. Absolutely, I tell you. Now, what have we got here? Wonderful this. Could you put the number on the screen? I think I have the number written down somewhere. I could probably hold it up for you. But get yourself a pen and then put up and we'll write it. Will you ever work in Scotland again, Scottie? Well, Smoffit, I think you'll find that Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials will be on the internet. Also, I noticed that Scottish Television are starting a brand new radio station. So, who knows? Are you having a hard drive with Donald? No, I don't golf. So there you are. Do you drink? And he mentions a tonic wine. No, Aggie, I don't drink alcohol. There you are. I tell you. That doesn't mean you can't, but I do have a good, what have I got here? A quarter of a gallon. Quarter of a gallon. Yes. If we're out of UKIP, we're out of Europe, so it'd be a gallon. So this would be about... So wait a minute, no, hang on. Hang on, there's 2 pints in a litre. Is that right? So is this 4 pints? Is this half a gallon? Wow, that's serious. God bless the POTUS. Absolutely music, music, music. Do you worship Trump? Well, I worship God. But Trump's a sort of a god. You know what I mean? He's the most powerful man on earth, and he's going to unleash us from a lot of the danger and the evil in the world. And that's what that man's about, you'll all realise. You're at it, you've banned me in the quiet. Don't be silly enough to eat. You would never, ever be banned on here, even although you do see some silly things sometimes. I agree, I love Trump. I have pen and papers as hero. Right, hero, are we ready? 0141 628. So there you are, 628 0141 628 9795. And if you're phoning from outside Scotland, then it'll be +44 and it'll be 141. God bless you, Scottie. Do you think the stem cell patches may do any medical miracle? Absolutely, Scottie. Well, they've done a medical miracle on me, I tell you. I take it, Peter, you're talking about the X39 patches, yes, of which I am wearing them right now. Well, I'm wearing one. I don't know if you can see it. What side have I got it on tonight? You might be able to just... Can you see it there, guys? Can you see? Yeah, can you see my patch? There's my patch, my X39 patch. And I get them from LifeWave. LifeWave.com/BigTalkMan. That's me. Yes, indeed. Yes, that's you, Estate. No problem at all. But you'll need to do the 0141, I would think. God bless you, I tell you. The phone lines have crashed again. That's the second time, Scottie. Well, numpty heed, everybody will be trying to phone. There we are. Somebody try it on their phone. From China, Carbolic Dinky-Doo. It's saying, sorry, we cannot connect your call. Right, I don't believe this. I'm going on to see if I can sort this. What's that? All right, let's get short of that, shall we? We'll leave that just now. Right, guys, I'm going to see if I can connect you. This is when the fun usually starts, though, and all the carry on. All right, so there you have it. Now then, let's just see if we've got the phones. Right, that should be it, guys. So there you are. And settings. I'm going to my settings right now. And I'm going to my devices. And there's everything in line. Okay, so there shouldn't be a problem at all. Hey, phones! You're live in Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie.
Hello, who's that?
It's Johnny.
Johnny, how lovely to hear you on Dinky-Doo.
How you doing, Scottie boy?
I'm doing great, Johnny boy. What can I do for you, lad?
What do you think about Trump coming to Scotland then, big man?
It's absolutely brilliant, Johnny. I am chuffed to bits.
I think he's a banger.
Oh, no. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, it's Hero.
Hello, Hero. How are we doing, sir?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
Better for hearing you.
Oh, thank you, mate.
And you're beautifully spoken, I tell you. Where are you phoning us from, Hero?
Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire, we love it. I have a great friend in Lincolnshire called Kate.
Oh, do you?
So we send love to Kate. And if you're at Lincoln Cathedral, try and watch your ears when it strikes the hour.
Right.
All right?
What happens?
Oh, it's just tremendous. This beautiful bell that goes dong.
Oh, yeah, I've actually, I've stayed in Lincoln when it happened, so...
Oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. We need more bells. Used to hear all the bells ringing Sunday mornings.
And
now,
in my town, there's actually a church what still rings the bells when the time gets to 12 and then 2 and then 3.
I love it. So lovely to hear you and Dinky-Doo. Did you have no trouble getting through?
No, I got through. When you sorted it all out, I got through this time.
I love it. Absolutely lovely to hear you. What can I do for you while you're on?
I wanted to ask you what your opinion is about the way the world is at the minute.
The world is in an absolute mess at the minute. Now, I can't go into too much detail or we'll just get cut off. Right? But the world is in a terrible, terrible, terrible mess at the moment. Now, it's not happened all by incompetence. There's been some incompetence. There's been some very bad decisions. But it's happened by conflict. Now, I know you'll think, well, that's pretty obvious, Scotty. That's an understatement. But when I say conflict, I'm not talking about the wars and that's going on. I'm talking about people who are in conflict with other countries and with themselves and with the people of their own country. You see? And the people that used to quietly run the world and make a lot of money, there's conflict between capitalism and communism. So that's where the fight is at the moment.
Well, you also say like so also like socialists are trying to get involved with the communism and the capitalism.
Well, yes, I think the left is trying to bring down the right, and the right needs to bring down the left.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so much. I think we should start to look for something in between. You see, I'm apolitical. And one of the reasons that I've worked for huge blue chip companies, yes, and was credited with turning a £500,000 project into a £28 million success story. Now, I'm not telling you that to blow any trumpets. I'm just underlining the point that I've worked for major players in this country with their approval. But I heard a story through the grapevine that two very senior media people were talking. They said, one had said, can we afford to have SCOTTIE McCLUE? Because I didn't come cheap. And they said, can we afford to SCOTTIE McCLUE? And the other one said, well, wait, can we afford not to have SCOTTIE McCLUE? Because the people love SCOTTIE McCLUE and always have done and always will do, simply because I'm one of them. Yeah? And the answer was, the only problem is we don't know his politics, right? And the problem is they won't know my politics because I don't have any politics. But that doesn't mean I haven't spent 50 years studying the system, studying politics, studying geopolitics. And as I say, there's so much that we can't talk about. The mainstream media won't. And all the other media have put the platforms on notice. If anybody comes out with too much of what's going on, then, you know, we must curtail that. Do you see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, because I'm a public journalist, so I go out and I,
Well, you're a great and brave man.
Yeah. And I was at a few recent riots, and I was just there filming and asking the local people what they thought to the riot, you know.
And were you stopped? Were you stopped?
I wasn't stopped because I said to the policeman, I said, look, I'm not here to get involved with either side. I'm only here to document the story, you know.
Good man. You're impressing me terribly. You do realise that, don't you?
And they said, sir, that's fair enough. If you stand behind us, we'll keep you safe from any items which be thrown across. And I said, thank you very much, but I won't get in the way because I don't want the public to see me as I'm sort of being protected. I want the public to see me as I'm there documenting like everyone else.
As their representative. Good for you. Well, that's as honest as I can be with you. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And thank you for having time to speak with me.
No, thank you for coming on. And I'll tell you, good luck with all your work. You're doing a wonderful job. But just make sure the authorities know, you know, that you're not part of anything in particular.
Well, what is, because I've been to 2 riots recently, I always go to the policeman first, and I tell them what I'm there to do. I say, look, I'm not on either side, I'm just here to document the story. And they said, that's fine. You know, we won't arrest you because you're not there to cause any violence. You're just there to document it, you know.
Wonderful. Take care of yourself, and dinky-doo.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love to Lincoln. There we are. What a fine man. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but that's my kind of journalist. You know, this is what we are needing. Who else was trying to get through? Numpty Heat. Have you tried to get through? I ask you. Have we got you on here? There we go. Now, I don't need that, do I? I have to watch. I don't cut everybody off when I go back to doing something else on here, guys. This is what it's all about. Let's see if I can do this without cutting everybody off. Right. What have we got here? Numpty, what do you mean phone broken again? We've just talked to the man, can't get through. You're at it. Here we go. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie. It's Numpty, soon to be known as the lovable laddie.
The lovable laddie. About time you came on and given me all that snash there.
Well,
oh, it's no working, Scottie. I know I'm not that clever, Scottie. I know I don't know about these things, Scottie. Never heard so much rubbish in all my life.
Scottie, you had bother with the remote control when they took the wire away.
Well, of course I did, yes. Well, I had to be introduced to the remote control. Somebody said, why are you getting up to change the channel, Scottie?
Now, listen, Scottie, it's exciting stuff.
What is, dear?
The darts are on at the same time.
Oh, wow, I'm competing with the darts. Bullseye.
Well, I'm multitasking, Scottie.
Ah, you will be, gosh, and you'll have the girls' football on, no? Is that your thing?
No, I was doing the dishes, but the darts come on. I was multitasking, you see.
I wonder how long the girls' football is actually going to last. I know they wanted the equality thing, and they want to play the beautiful game, and I get all of that. But I was looking at some of the comments today, very critical of it as entertainment, as television, you know?
Absolutely, Scottie. But the thing is, see when men have fights during the football.
Well, nobody would dare take me on with arms like that. Look, Numpty, for goodness sake.
It's normally a bit pushing and shoving, Scottie, right?
Aye, a wee bit of argy-bargy, as I always say.
Well, I'm waiting on the women fighting where they pull their ponytails.
Oh, right. There could be that, pulling the hair and all that stuff.
Aye, all that stuff.
Well, you know what they say, that women fighting is always worse than men fighting.
Aye. Now, Scottie...
The police told me that.
Oh, aye, the police are always telling you things. Like
so a big 6'6" Highlander maybe having to separate two women, you know?
Aye. Now, Scottie, are you listening?
I'm always listening to you. Everybody is. The whole world's listening, Numpty.
Aye, listen, I've shut my windows in case I start having to shout because you...
Shouting and bawling.
You drift away and you forget.
You go off at tangents.
You know.
You don't let me talk enough, one of my friends was saying.
No, now listen, Scottie. I hope you are listening because I need to tell you something.
I'm listening.
2 weeks ago, you tried to name 15 ITV radio television stations.
Yes, and got them spot on.
No, you didn't. I've been meaning to pull you up, but your
I think, did the platform cut that out?
No, listen, Scottie. You missed it. Central TV.
Well, no, I mentioned ATV, and they became Central TV. You see, one or two of them got bought up and renamed, and some didn't get their franchises renewed.
No, you're talking nonsense because I remember in the 80s, Scottie, the darts game show, you know.
Yes.
That was filmed in the...
Bullseye.
Aye, that was filmed
Jim Bowen.
Birmingham, right?
Yes, well, Birmingham was ATV. That was Lou Grade.
Well, the Central TV when Bullseye was on. Because
yes, but they would probably still be showing Bullseye.
Scottie, you're no listening. When Jim Bowen used to introduce the contestants, he used to say, right, we've got such and such, and you're from STV region, or we've got such and such from the Time Tees region,
yes.
And we've got such and such from the Central TV region, because Central TV was around in the 80s, and you missed them out.
Well, yes, but they took over from ATV.
doesn't matter. You still missed it Central
Well,
TV.
then we could have talked about Meridian, and we could have talked about TVS,
You
Television
mentioned
South,
Meridian,
and Southern.
did you know?
No,
Did
no,
you not
because you see,
mention-
Southern became TVS, and then I think Meridian,
And did you remember the Thames TV?
and then Thames TV became Carlton.
Aye, and what about London Weekend Television?
London Weekend on at the weekend. They took over on a Friday night.
Aye.
And they were brilliant.
Well, what did they become?
ITV
Who
was
did they
outstanding.
become?
London Weekend, I think the franchise, the weekend
Aye.
franchise. Well, you see, it's all ITV now, so it's one company.
I know that news, Scotty. I know that news.
Yes, yeah, but everybody
You're
else
leaving
is
it behind.
listening. It's not all about you.
Anyway, now listen, there's
Yes.
one more thing, Scotty.
Go on.
Now I'm surprised you're getting back on the radio.
Oh,
Does
no,
your boss no ken that you're a nightmare?
Oh, yes, he kens all of that. He's been pulling me up already, and I'm not even on.
He'll be kicking you out the door before your first show.
Well, you just never know. I mean, see, people forget, actually,
Anyway.
what McClue does for the radio station when he goes on it. You see what I'm saying?
Now, I've not been following you around for 30 years for nothing. When do you start?
When do you start? Are you still wanting to be the lovable laddie?
Absolutely.
Are you still wanting to be the one, the man on the phones?
Well, at least I would ken what I was doing, Scotty.
Well, I think you'd be very good. How's your typing?
Marvellous. I'm about 60 words an hour.
60.
That's no bad for somebody that can't type.
That's very, very good, I tell you. Now, do you stick out your tongue and say ta-ta?
All right then. Ta-da.
Ta-ta. That's a great man. Numpty, great caller. Tutser, hey, what are you giving me now? There's everybody been on. Tried calling you, didn't it work, says Andrew. Come on, Andrew. It's just what for everybody else. So you're getting the right number, 0141 628 9795. Scotty, incredibly brilliant. The good news of your broadcasting in Sheffield and radio have missed you a ton over the years since you were here last time. Hope you do a brand new drop bottom Yorkshire mega mix. Thank you, Peter. Peter, I think you were my first call on Magic Radio. Hello, everyone, says Kareem. Kareem's arrived. Dinky-Doo, Kareem. Kareem, I hope you weren't trying to find out where we were. I tell you. We'll see if Tups manages to get the phones going now. We've heard all that stuff. Oh, they're not working, and no. Because I spent a good bit of time on them this week. From China, says Carbolic. Dinky-Doo, Carbolic. I say to you, Han hao, ni hao. You're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Oh my goodness, Scotty, it works!
That's how are you? It works, an absolute treat. How lovely to hear you.
I recant my former criticism.
No. I need to apologise big time to the world. Not my fault. I know people always say it wasn't my fault, but it actually wasn't just because the platform changed, you know? And I had to try and rescue my number.
Well, you're doing it, but you've done it manfully, can I say?
Oh.
So yeah, I thought I'd better come on and just restore some sanity.
You must.
To the proceedings.
Well, especially after we've all been numpty-headed now, you know.
Oh, absolutely! I've been numptied in the head.
Yeah, numpty-head. How are we, my dear fellow?
Yeah, good. Me and Mrs. Tutser here, we've developed a new absolute love for the northeast of England, like Cumbria and so on.
Well, Cumbria's the northwest.
Oh, sorry, Northumberland, sorry.
Northumberland, yes, absolutely. Oh, it's stunningly beautiful.
So, we've been away a little bit here and there, but, you know, just looking after ourselves, kind of.
Like everywhere in this country, it needs a serious injection of loot. You know, I mean, everywhere does, but all the former mining towns. What on earth made Thatcher think she could do without coal? I don't know.
Well, we were near Hartlepool just 2 weekends ago, staying at a beautiful manor house hotel, and
it was next to Hartlepool, and there's two completely abandoned mine town collieries just next to it.
Yes. Well, right down, if you go down Ashington, Easington, Trimdon, you know, that was Tony Blair's constituency, Trimdon.
Oh, yeah. You can do, that Tony Blair, that renowned man from a miners family.
Brandon, the little pit village, County Durham, we're into County Durham now, Sunderland, Hartlepool, the whole lot. I mean, absolutely incredible. And it all could do with cash along with Scotland. And I hope that Donald Trump has such a lovely weekend. And I hope he has a good chat. I won't go into detail with our dear leader and, our dear leaders, because the Scottish leader's there as well. And if I was the First Minister, I have to say I would be bending Big Donald's ear. Just to extend him and get McClue away to now. That's enough. He's trying to get us to buy Scotland.
I've said it before, man. I would take the Yankee dollar. I absolutely take the Yankee dollar. They can buy Scotland as far as I'm concerned.
Well, say it was a business deal, Tups, right? Now, for a country, I mean, for a business, you might look at 10, 20 times earnings, depending on what your plans are. For a country, what if we did 100 times earnings? Now, last year was 88 billion, right? So what would 10 times 88 billion be? 880 billion.
Yeah, that would be your signing on fee for the new radio station.
Absolutely, 888 billion. So if you 10 times that, and you would then have 8,880 billion. So if we said, let's round it up, because you always work in your own favour in business. So if we said 900 billion, buy it. Right? And then that 900 billion went straight into Edinburgh, not to Westminster, into Edinburgh to the coffers. Think what we could do with 900 billion. Bearing in mind Brexit cost us 200 billion and about the same for the pandemic when you top everything else up. So that's 400 billion pounds after the Prime Minister at the time had told us there's no money tree, you know.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is, I've got one of my neighbour friends. He's a former paratrooper, but he's also got an MA in economics.
Yeah, don't noise him up all the same. Don't get into too much of an argument.
Don't shortchange him.
He'll know his stuff.
but he introduced him to the concept of fiat money. Which is basically that's what the entire banking system runs on now. So you really can print money.
Oh yes, well I mean they were doing it. I mean I know it's all sort of what do you call it, going down the rabbit hole, but the stories about the Titanic and the bankers dying on it and things like that, and other bankers deciding not to go on the voyage. Because there's other business. Have you heard all this? No.
No, well, I won't do social media, so I don't know conspiracy theories.
Oh, well, I won't keep you up with that. Well, some of it that looks like a conspiracy theory, once you look at the whole thing, you think, hang on a minute. And then time, tempus fugit, and everything comes out in time. There is a saying about that. Now, I'm trying to think of the Latin for it. Tempus fugit is obviously time flies, but the Latin for all will come out in the wash type thing. In other words, it's only a matter of time. Somebody will
just change the U's into V's. Is that not just how you do it?
for the old Latin. Well, I can remember when I was teaching and I said, who speaks Latin? And they all went, none of us. And I said, have you ever watched a video? Of course, I said, right, video? I see. Have you ever listened to the radio? I listen to the radio all the time. I said, well, that's audio. I hear. So you speak Latin, and the French, of course. I'm sitting at a table, so la table. Yes, in Latin, mensa. So you sit round the table to have intelligence talks. And what measures your intelligence, your IQ, your intelligence quotient? An organisation called Mensa.
And I believe if you have a dog called Fido, that means friend. I think that's
fidelity. Fidelity, yes.
Oh, fidelity.
Yes, Fido, fidelity, all the words. Once you start splitting them up, of course, what am I talking about? Yes.
As you know, I've mentioned a couple of things. I work in court nowadays, and so the Scottish coat of arms is behind the sheriff. And,
Nemo me impugn lacessit, no?
No one cuts me with impunity.
Nobody attacks me with impunity. Nemo me impugn lacessit. And that's up in the courts?
Yeah, that's like come ahead if you think you're hard enough.
I come ahead, I'll tell you that. Well, I'll tell you a lovely story, Tups. It was an American tourist at Edinburgh Castle, right? Wait, I'll have to say no. I'll have to decline all the calls. Stayed out the door here now.
It's all right. Listen, I'll let
No, they'll come on. I was just going to tell you this because you'll love this one. No, forever's a long time. Don't you worry about that. Oh, no. There's Numpty saying Blair was Sedgefield. Yes, he was indeed. Absolutely. I said, did I say Trimden? Right. They're not far away. I can tell them that. Tourist, American tourist, full bit, the Thousand Island shot, the cameras, the binoculars, the lot.
Yeah.
And right up at the top of the drawbridge, I mean, I don't know what it'll be, 20 feet up or something. And the American tourist said, "Say, buddy," to the guard, showing them around. He goes, "What's that say? Nemo me impugn lacessit," of course, you see. And he says, in fact, I think it might be the motto of the Black Watch as well. But anyway, he said, "Oh, well, we're very tall soldiers in these days, you see. And it means mind your heat when entering the drawbridge." And the other beauty that he played on this poor soul, he said, "Say, what's everybody waiting for?" He went, "For the 1 o'clock gun, sir." He said, "What happens?" He said, the gunner comes out, the master gunner comes out, and he fires the gun." He says, "Oh, yeah?" He said, and where's it aimed?" He said, "It's aimed over there." And he pointed to Calton Hill, the observatory. And as you know, the ball drops when the gun fires. So the ships could do their chronometers in the Forth when there were shipping sitting out. So they've got their binoculars on board ship. They're watching for the ball to fall at the Royal Observatory. So did you not know that? Oh, no, that's why the ball fell. So they had a visual. You see, so because also you've got the bang to flash time, very simple physics, speed of light faster than sound. So you see the puff of smoke before you hear the firing.
Of course.
A wee puff of smoke and then poof, you see 1 o'clock gun. Anyway, this American's going, "Yeah." And he goes, "So what happens?" He just made all this up. He said, "The gunner fires the gun, and the big bullet goes right across to the observatory, and it cuts a wire, and the ball drops down. You watch." So the poor soul, the American's got his binoculars on. Yeah, amazing. So he's watching. 1 o'clock gun fires, ball drops. He turns around and goes, "Gee, that's some shooting."
The guy probably thinks Bugs Bunny cartoons are a documentary.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful stuff, but it's just the big thinking. It's a lovely kind of innocence that you used to get, because if you think about it, the Americans have a different history. They don't have a history like that. Nothing's got a history like Scotland. There's no inventors like Scotland.
Well, the flat that we live in, and neither of us are particularly rich, but the flat we live in was built in 1882, and that's before Billy the Kid. This is Wild West times in America.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's the same flat that we live in.
Listen, my great uncle, who I remember, he got offered a job in 1906, I think it was, at the San Francisco earthquake. Could he go out and help? And he asked about, life insurance for the family, and they said, oh no, there's none of that, because they were offering pretty big money to get the manpower to clear it all up.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. And I mean, that to me, this was when I was a young boy, there were these people that were born. My grandfather was born in 1881, and his father was born in 1820.
Yeah, my grandfather was born in 1900, and he took a picture of San Francisco Bay before the Golden Gate Bridge was built. So it's a compressed history in America, but very impressive. But listen, I'll let you go.
No, right with you. Yeah, the phones are busy tonight, and lovely to talk to you. And I'm glad we're back in touch. And apologies for the technical problems.
One last thing.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's probably too early to ask, but once you go back in the big time, do you think you'll still be able to have time for a Saturday night YouTube?
Well, I think we should do. I think you don't forget your roots is the answer to that.
Well, I would miss you very much if...
no, you'll be coming on because it'll be right across the internet.
Oh, yeah, trust me, you have to give me the golden number. And I know there's always a golden number.
Oh, there's always... Right? It's what we used to call the XD. And when you were broadcasting and they went, bosses on the XD, Scotty, you thought, oh, God, no.
Well, that's a demand. Me and Numpty could be on the XD.
XD. Dinky-Doo, Lala. Gold card users. What a fine fellow. That's Tups. Guys, if you want to come on, do give us a call, 01416289795. Incredible. How we do? Here's somebody here. Hello, you're live in Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Finally, Scott.
Who's that?
It's Glenn.
Andy.
Glenn.
Oh, it's Glenn. It's yourself, Glenn. I thought you said it's Andy.
No, you've got me confused now.
How are you, Lala?
Yeah, I'm not so bad, Scotty. I just want to put a massive R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne and
Black Sabbath.
Just both of them.
He was some man, and what's interesting is just, how nice a man he was. Everybody says. You don't always hear that when great big rock stars and pop stars pass on.
Absolutely not. You ought to see obviously you're probably seeing what Birmingham really that.
Yeah, Glenn, you're breaking up on us, love.
Can you hear that?
I'm not actually getting it at all. So there we are. Kareem says I can't get through. Kareem, I'm sure you can get through. Just keep trying, la. We're just very, very busy tonight. Guys, has everybody subscribed to the new YouTube channel? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Dinky-Doo. Got through, Scotty.
What's all this I can't get through stuff? You can always get through.
No, I can. It's ringing, but it's just because you're so popular, Scotty. There's always somebody on the phone.
Kareem, if we've got this on a YouTube phone in on a channel with something like 130 subscribers so far.
Right.
You heard I explained my madness to you, did I? The movie channel had got up to, I think it's about 50,000 subscribers. And I thought we need to get the talk show separated.
Yes.
You see? So that's what I've done. Now, it might be sheer madness, but how many times in my life have I started a phone in from nothing?
And worked it up, absolutely.
That's what we had to do at all the radio stations,
Yeah. Well, when do you start your radio station?
Well, we haven't set an actual date because things change in the right way virtually daily. The big boss will give me a ring or he'll send me a quick text, and he's the middle of some huge meeting with big players who want to be part of it. And because they've heard that McClue might be there, that's great.
Yes, absolutely. We're all looking forward to hearing.
And I explained to him that he will get quite a lot of negativity back simply because all these radio stations out there, all the social media, all competing with each other. That's fine. That doesn't bother the big radio stations too much. But if Scottie McClue's coming back into the market, because the very famous saying is, whoever has McClue has the market. If Scottie McClue's coming back in, that's a different thing. So people will be sidling up to the big bosses and going, do you think that's wise? Is he not kind of old hat? You know, all that stuff, trying to put him off. And that's kind of what goes on. I mean, what I had at the height the last time, and we're talking the height, we're talking 250,000 people every half hour type thing in central Scotland. And at the height of it, I was getting huge criticism from other radio bosses, big bosses, who are also then on the phone to me and say, what would it take for you to come to us? You know, so I mean, it's, you know, you think, what are you playing at? And of course, I was extremely discreet. You know, somebody would say, that's your Uncle John on the phone, Scottie. And I would say, oh, Uncle John. And I would think, who's Uncle John? And I'd pick it up, hello. And they'd go, Scottie, it's me. And, oh, hello, Uncle John. How are you? Scottie, can we meet up for a wee chat? Oh, I'm sure we can. And that's why it's always made me laugh when some big bosses won't even have a coffee with me.
I've just said it before, Scottie. The problem with a lot of these stations is they're all robots copying each other, you know, and the station that has a very good variety, that sticks their neck out and becomes a little bit more creative, it gets the market.
Yeah, yes, it does, because it's different. But as I said when I was chatting away to our lovely citizen journalist earlier, you know, amazing guy, amazing call as well, actually. What's very interesting about that is they're quite happy to do that till it all goes wrong, and then it was nobody's fault. And the number of radio stations and TV stations and stuff that have just quietly disappeared. Now, some of them, I had a conversation with them, and as I've probably said to you before, one of the big bosses goes, yeah, you see, I failed to see how a Scottish radio guy is going to do well in London. You know, and of course I could have told him, but he wouldn't have a coffee with me. No, but thanks for your call anyway, Scottie. All the best. And then quietly, just as I thought, station went on and failed. And I thought, well, I saw that coming. So the lovely thing is, Kareem, now I'm at a stage, if somebody doesn't want you, you don't want them. You don't want to be part of it. Now, my new big boss is a big thinker. And you only come across these guys every so often, like yourself. And Numpty Heed. Don't be fooled by Numpty Heed's nonsense. He's a very clever man. Love you, pal. There's our wonderful Melinda from Missouri.
Well, I'm glad it's coming back, and you know, everybody will support, and thoroughly looking forward to hearing you back on the radio. Tuning in the DAB radio.
I'm just going to say to you, I'm not going to push anything, but you've heard me talk about the X39 patches.
I haven't, no. I've been away, Scottie,
right.
Holidays,
okay.
Back.
Kareem, you need to take a note of this law, because I think this will be right up your street. You know how poor my health was getting. And really struggling. We had to give up some YouTube one night just for breathlessness during the COVID thing. And what have you. Anyway, I have availed myself of LifeWave patches.
Oh, right.
LifeWave. I don't know if you've got a pen or a pencil.
LifeWave?
LifeWave.com /Big Talk Man. Now, Big Talk Man is me.
Big Talk Man.
Right? So lifewave.com /Big Talk Man. Now, you'll see that you're shopping with me. What I did, Kareem, is I bought my patches because a friend of mine was wearing them and getting health benefits. My health has improved way beyond any kind of, you know, like the peace of God that passeth all understanding. And it's down to the patches. I know this. So I've decided to become a brand partner with them. And eventually, your own patches, it's not big money, Kareem, and you're not being asked for any investment in it or anything, right? So all this is doing is buying your patches from me and become a brand partner with me. And your duties for that will be to find 4 other people in your own time.
Right.
And it will end up you getting enough commission to pay for your patches. And your health, I will be very surprised. I can't make any claims. It's not allowed. So I can't go, this will cure that. No. But what it is, Kareem, your stem cells, and this may well have happened to you when you had all that trouble. Your stem cells, as we get 40, 50, 60, start to just die off a bit, because that's what aging is about. Yeah? So that's what aging is about. Your stem cells start to die off. Now, these patches, they stimulate, they're like little patches, I showed them earlier. They stimulate your copper peptides. Yeah? And what happens is you start healing yourself.
Right.
And so what I've done, I've signed up now on an ongoing basis. You try them for 6 months. The costs you can do very well for 100 quid. Now, if you work out the cost of a gym, you work out the cost of drinks, you work out the cost of a diet. And Kareem, I won't show you just now, but my hair is growing in again from almost total baldness.
Can I check? That's LifeWave, so LIFEWAVE.
Lifewave.com/Big Top Man, capital B and then lowercase IGTALKMAN. So lifewave.com/Big Top Man, and my channel will come up. And you can browse the patches, and I would also, and look at the information. If you go on my videos, you'll see the wee video. Just watch that. It's only a minute or 2. And there's another one with a lady that I do who actually really knows her stuff. And I can get that up for you as well, and you can see all of that. But the link's there. And I really would be very surprised, Kareem, if you don't, find something that suits you there.
I will have a wee look at that, Scottie. I'm actually trying to get onto it at the moment, but I'm having difficulty. It might be just my computer.
Yes.
But definitely I'll have a wee nosy at that.
So HTTPS, of course, the usual, then www.lifewave.com/Big Top Man. And it's all there for you. And, I want to sign up 4 brand partners, and then I want them to sign up 4 brand partners. So it takes somebody who's health aware, and it takes somebody with considerable, big thinking, and that's you to a T.
Yeah, perfect, Scottie. I'm going to have a wee nosy at that then.
See what you think.
And thank you for letting
I mean, Kareem, take a look at my face right now and say, is that the face of a man approaching 70?
No, we all are doing exceptionally well.
Are these the eyes? I mean, my problem is I'm a bit overweight, but that's kind of in hand. Through 70 years of overindulgence.
Well, Scottie, I'll definitely have a look at that and I'll take it from there. But thank you for informing me of that.
See what you think, Kareem, and let me know how it goes. And if you want to become a brand partner, you can drop me an email on my website, ScottieMcCLUE.com.
Perfect. Well, listen, Scottie, thank you for taking time to tell me about this. I'm going to go be nosy about this just now. And for your listeners as well, hopefully they'll jump on and do the same.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no reason not to. I would be very surprised if they don't get something.